go.
Okay, today, we all know you guys clicked on this video for the Q&A thing. So, we all know what we're going to do today, or you guys know what I'm going to do today. A Q&A thing. Is this even zoomed out all the way? No, it's not, but I liked it. I liked the way this shot looked. And, so basically, I'm going to answer some questions that I have from some people, and, yeah. Okay, before we get started, I want you guys to tell me right now a question that you have, if you have one, down in the comments. Also, don't forget to subscribe and also like the video, but don't like the video because my content sucks, so give it a dislike, actually. I mean, honestly, go ahead and dislike it. I mean... Anyways. What I was going to say. What was I going to say? I have a couple questions from a couple people, and you guys don't do that. You guys are going to get to hear them, and I'm going to answer them honestly, 100%. I'm just going to be straightforward about it, you know, so, yeah. So, question number one. What's your favorite thing about doing YouTube? This one's a bit of a tricky part, but the thing I like about doing YouTube is that I have a connection with people on the other side of the screen. So, you viewer right now, you are watching this right now, you know, we kind of have a connection. You know, you watch me for personal entertainment, even though I don't entertain nobody. Anyways, that's besides the point. On to the next question. What is my goal with YouTube? My goal is to have my dream job. My dream job is this. I get to have a fan base, one. I also get to, you know, have plenty of people that I can talk to and have support from, which would be you guys and, you know, new people that come in. You know, I love to know that I would love to know that I have people all across the world that enjoy listening to me talk and play games and all that wacky crap. But, you know, I genuinely want this to be my dream job. Or, not my dream job, but my job, because not only would I would have to give up certain things, like going out in public, because everybody would know me. Or not everybody, but majority of people would know me. And, you know, I'd have to sacrifice some things like that. I mean, I would definitely love to go out and meet a bunch of fans someday. But, I mean, the chances of that happening are kind of slim, especially since everybody's wanting to do this. YouTube's a dream job for everybody. You know, it's a job that is easy to people. And sometimes people that make it big don't even put much effort into their videos, honestly. But the ones that do, you know, they kind of lag behind from all the others. And that's also kind of been a thing I've been thinking about. Everybody says, you know, everybody's doing this pointless stuff where they don't put any effort into the video. But me, I want to put effort into it. I want to show that I've done something. And you guys may think it's easy just to edit a video and just cut it up and stuff. But whenever you're over here playing a game for an hour or two, you know, that's hard to compress down into a 40 to 30 minute video. You know, you're losing so much good footage that you can't use in another video, or else it won't make sense because they all kind of line up with each other. And I sit at my computer for hours on end editing this stuff, adding in the little text that you guys have seen in this video, like right here. You know, that's I spend forever doing that stuff. It takes time, and I give up a lot of my time to make sure that I make good, or try to make good content. Next question. What's my plans after high school? Well, my plans are after high school. I plan to go to film school if I begin to take off on YouTube, so I can create some more cinematic videos, more movie related kind of videos, and then afterwards I plan to go on to trade school, where I plan to do electrical work. because that's a high demand thing where I'm at, and nobody ever really does it. So it's something that is in need of right now, and I can make some good money off of it. Plus, me and my family, we also we do construction, and my best friend and his younger brother are going into HVAC and plumbing. So we already know the construction part of building the house. We can also do the HVAC, the electrical stuff in it, and the plumbing as well. So we can make some pretty big money out of that, and that's what we plan to do as a family. A big family business, pretty much, uh, and that's pretty much my plans. They may change uh, depending on how I look at things later on down the road, but that's what I'm going for right now. Um, and so there you go. The next one is a simple one. What's my favorite animal? I have a hard time deciding this, mainly because I like all animals. They're all animals. I like them. They're cute. They're cuddly. Some of them. Some of them. Uh, my dog. I love my dog to death. So I guess I could say my favorite animal is a dog. Um, his name is Ruger. He's a German Shepherd. You guys saw him in the beginning. Um, he's a real sweetheart. He's super adorable, and I love him to bits and pieces. He's a great companion. He's like it's kind of like a best friend, like having like a best friend forever that will never leave your side no matter what. He's there whenever things get bad. He's there when things are good. And then he never turns his back on me. So I guess I could say a dog's my favorite animal. Um, I don't know. I like all animals. So there's that. Next question. So the next question is another one. My favorite thing about high school is what the question was. Uh, my favorite thing about high school is the fact that I get to see a lot of my friends every day, and the teachers are actually quite enjoyable. They're not, all up on me all the time. I can kind of freelance my way through it. Do as I please whenever I get to it, and it's really simple because I always get my stuff done, and you know it works pretty well, and I get to hang out with my best friend in this one class, our computer class. It's great. Me and him are just like it's just wonderful. I enjoy it thoroughly, and yeah, that's what I like about it. It's just it's really simple and easy, and there's not really. I mean, yeah, there's times that it gets hard, but then again, it's not really that bad. Uh, so yeah. So here is the next question. What's the dumbest but funniest thing that or decision that I've ever made? I've made a lot of dumb decisions. To be quite honest with you, uh, there isn't really one that is dumber than the other. They're all right up there with each other. I can't really think of like the dumbest thing that I've done. I mean, I've done some pretty retarded stuff. So I've got one. Back when I was like 7 or 6, maybe 5, I don't remember. I used to be in love with the movies Indiana Jones, and I still love them. I got them all back here in a big collection of them. I've still got them all right here, every single one of them. Got the Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark, the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and the Last Crusade. They're all really good movies. I definitely recommend watching these. By the way, um, they're really really cool in my opinion. When I was younger, I used to always want this adventure like Indiana Jones, and me and my friend Vincent, we used to have this little camcorder. It's like a really small camera, like this big, and like had a flip open screen. And we'd always make short films. We loved making videos, and like movies and stuff like that. Or we called them movies, but they were like 5 second videos. Not 5 second, but like maybe a 5 minute video. I don't know where they are. Mom's probably got them somewhere put up, and so I would always dress up like Indiana Jones. My dad got me this satchel that was like his. I had this 6 foot bullwhip. It was a big one. It was really cool, just like his, or almost just like his. Not as long though. It's maybe about about the size of my arms whenever I stick them out like this. And I carried that thing everywhere. I had this hat that my brother Steven gave me, which is Vincent's dad, and it's like this brown hat made out of some kind of leather. It's like like not really a leather hat, but it's like a small leather hat. And I always wore that thing. Always, I loved it. It was my favorite thing ever. And I always wore these button-up shirts, some jeans, and some boots, just like Indiana Jones. My dad bought me some Justin lace-ups that were like his, and I just I love dressing up as Indiana Jones. So there was always this one scene in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Whenever Indiana Jones is running away from that army, whenever they break into that Area 51, I think it was, and they find that body of the alien or whatever it was, and Indiana Jones, he punches him and he knocks him out and he grabs his whip, lassos the gun and points it at him. Turns out Mac is going against them. This is like a inside man for that army because they were going to pay him, which Indiana Jones didn't pay him to go on these crusades with them, and so Indiana Jones, being the smart kind of guy he is, I thought it was really really cool how he just he puts the gun, he drops the gun, shoots the guy in the foot, and he runs off, climbs up these boxes, and starts running, and just takes his whip, just pulls it out, and he just grabs a hold of this big, this lamp, and just swings as these cars drive away from him, with that alien thing in them. They were looking for the Ark and the Covenant, but not the alien that Indiana Jones brought them to. He just somehow brought them to it. I believe that's how it went. And he wouldn't let them know where that Ark and the Covenant was because he done saw what had happened to the people that opened it in the Raiders of the Lost Ark. And so he swings down. He falls into this I don't know what you want to call it. This big military truck, yeah. And there's two guys driving, and he says, "Dang, I thought that was closer." And so he whacks these guys out of the truck, and I always loved reenacting that scene. And we have this big stairway that goes up to our upstairs. I would always tie my little whip up to the top rail, and I would pretend like I was doing that scene. Like I would play it back and back and back, and I'd watch it, and I'd go along just as he did it, and I'd grab a hold of that whip, and I'd swing down, come back, sit down on that stair, and I'd say the D word like he does in the movie because I didn't know it was a bad word at that time, and I'd pretend to punch the guys out, and it was just I guess that was one of the dumber things because I ended up breaking the stairwell or the stair rail, yeah, because I wasn't a heavy kid, but after doing that so many times, I'm sure it wasn't really supposed to do that. So, yeah, I ended up breaking it, and we had to fix it. So, I guess that's the dumbest and funniest thing that I did before. So, the next question is another question about my friends, or, about a memory. What is my favorite memory with each of my best friends? Well, I have a lot. One of my favorite memories is with my best friend Vincent. I've got so many. Everything we do is like a best memory because he's my best friend. We grew up together since we were like babies, and we've always been next to each other, best friends. Always helped each other out, and so yeah. Anyways, I basically with Vincent, I would say my best memory was, or my favorite memory with them would be the us just riding around the Foolers and doing stupid stuff. I remember one time we were in his backyard and running around, and there's a bunch of holes that his dog always dug, and this was like a big dog, and he'd always dig these big deep holes. I tripped, fell, broke my pinky. Oh, it hurt, and my pinky always has this big crooked look to it, like it kind of goes like this, like it'll go down, and then it's kind of like a little bend. As you can see, it doesn't line up with my my hand correctly. You see how it kind of sticks out? My other one does. So you can kind of see how I broke that. But I mean, it works fine. Nothing wrong with it. And then my best friend Xander, one of my favorite memories with him would have to be the time that he beat the crap out of my armor with my Stormbreaker that I made. That was pretty fun. and like it broke into a million pieces, but I fixed it, and that's part of the test. You know, you got to test it out, make sure it works right. And then my favorite memory with my best friend Jameson is just us walking around. We'd always walk up to our town, and buy some drinks and just go walking and talk. I just love those. You know, walking and talking is just so fun, and we'd always ride bikes together. And then with my best friend Bradley, I love any memory with Bradley. He's just so funny. It's just everything that he does. They're just hilarious. You know, he's just such a funny guy to be around. And, you know, I love every memory with him. So there's not really a favorite memory I have with him because they're all great. He's just so wild, unpredictable, and it's just so fun to be around him. So those are my favorite memories with some of my best friends. On to the next question. All right, the next question is more about my personal self. What are some of my favorite song artists? We all know this. If you guys follow me on social media, Barnes Courtney. I love Barnes Courtney. He's like such a great song singer, writer, whatever you want to call it. I love all of his songs that he's sung, every one of them, and they're just so great. I also love, like, you know, some old style artists like Waylon Jennings, Johnny Cash, Johnny Paycheck, Hank Williams Jr., Bob Seger. I love AC/DC. So there's that. And the next question. Next question is, what's my favorite song right now? My favorite song is Hollow by Barnes Courtney. I'll play that right now. A little clip of it. It's not really, you know, I can't play it all or else I can copyright. But I'll play a little clip of it, maybe. But I'll definitely put it at the bottom of the screen so you can check that out here. I don't know where I'll put it. So yeah, feel free to check that out. Listen to him. I'll put a link down to it in the description. It's a great song. And yeah, on to the next question. Alright, next question. This one is, who is my favorite teacher ever? It would have to be my computer science teacher, whatever you want to call him. He's like a computational thinking teacher. He is my favorite teacher ever. He's so, like, relaxed and chill, and he's funny too. And he's such a kind teacher to be around. And, you know, whenever one of us is missing, whether it's me or whether it's Xander, you know, he always realizes that. He always sees that we're not with each other, and he's like, where's Xander at today, or where's Bailey at today? And that means something. It shows that he pays attention, and he cares about his students, and, you know, it really, really, really stands out. And I love him as a teacher because he's so cool. And me and my friend Xander write these comics about him, FAS man. Fantastically amazing superhero man. He's super cool. He's kind of like a Thor / Superman / like everything kind of superhero. But we write a bunch of these comics about him. I got a bunch of them here. Let me see if I can find one that is one of my favorites. So this is FAS man in color. This one is basically something. This was a project we had to do in our Kentucky Studies class. And it's great. So basically, I will probably put this in the thingy, the video, so you can read it and, you know, read about it. It's funny. It's about my Mr. Lunsford, which is FAS man, which is him right here, and our other teacher, Mr. Beasley, which is probably gone now because he's going to move to a different school, which is right here, and our other favorite teacher, Mr. Ellis, which is this guy right here. Xander wrote all the words and all the helped me with some of the story, and I draw all the pictures. We want to keep it simple, you know, comic cartoonish looking, and yeah, this one's just one of them. We got bigger pictures like this, you know, that we've actually like tried with. He's got this hammer, like Stormbreaker, but like Thor's hammer, but with like these little gems in them. I don't know. And he has like the power of lightning. You know, it's really cool. I love these. I'll put some pictures of those right after this clip. Usually it wouldn't mean shit, but you're right, with eyes like lasers through the mist, burning souls alive, with one shut eye untouched by the bright light. So this one's kind of a stupid one. Why do we eat food?
Well, I'm not much of a body kind of expert, but basically you need food to gather nutrients. You need food to, and whenever you eat the food, it goes, and like, it gets inside there and goes, and then, we don't have enough of that, it comes out. And you need food to gather nutrients, just help you live. There you go, that's your answer. You need to eat food to live.
Next one. Do I have any talents? I wouldn't consider, I don't really have any talents. Like, I can't sing. I'm good with electronics, I guess. I'm good at fixing things. One of my favorite talents I think I have, I don't know if this is a talent, is building stuff. I can make stuff really well. You guys have seen some of the things I've made, like my suit of armor, and another video that'll come out soon. Me building this Pip-Boy from Fallout 76. I just made that all from scratch. I just look at pictures and I can just go off that and gather a decent, relatively close size to it. Basically what I was talking about is, I built like proton packs, suits of armor. I built the Stormbreaker from Avengers Infinity War. I built a lot of things, so I guess that's considered a talent. I don't know. But on to the next question. Next question is a personal question. What is my goal in life? My goal in life is to just live life. I want to live life and just enjoy it, and just hold on to what life is short, so I gotta live it like every day counts, and you gotta live every day like it's your last, and that's exactly what my goal in life is, to live every day like it's my last and enjoy it. And another goal, I guess you consider this my life goal, is just I want to live in a tiny house with a family and just enjoy that. That's what I would like, and not have to worry about struggling for nothing. And that's the main reason why I want to go into something where I can make plenty of money, so I don't have to worry about things. I ain't got to worry about whether I can pay something, or whether I can buy this, or whether I can't buy that. And I would love to just I plan, if I do make it big on YouTube and make money off this, I plan to give this money back to people, whether it's you guys or whether it's just random people, because there's people every day that are struggling to just get by, and they could use an extra $20 or an extra couple dollars. Little things count. Little things you do count. I want you guys to know that you're all people. Somebody cares for you. Somebody. If you're alone, if you're sad or anything, somebody is out there for you. And if nobody is, come talk to me. As you guys all know, my social media is in the description. Feel free to DM me on anything, and I will definitely try to get back to you. And you can definitely talk to me about anything, and it will stay between us. And I honestly, I just want to help people. That's something I like. I like doing. I like helping people, and I'd like to help you if you have any problems or anything. I would like you guys to come to me or go to somebody and talk to them, because talking can help so much and change so much. So make sure, if you're going through something and you need somebody to talk to somebody or talk to me. You can get a hold of me, social media, down below. Click it. So, there's that. On to the next question. My favorite memory is this question, is the question that is being asked. My favorite memory would have to be whenever I was 8 or 9. My parents got me my first dog, which was, for anybody, is a great thing, a wonderful thing. And it was a little wiener dog, and I decided to name him Obi. I don't know why. It's spelled O-B-I-E. And I loved that dog. He was such a little, he's just a baby. He's so sweet. He would sit there and he'd lay I'd always sit in this rocking chair we have in my living room, and he would sit right here and just lay there and just lay there with me, and I'd watch Indiana Jones, whatever. I'd be watching Ghostbusters. He would sit there for as long as I did. If I went outside to go gather eggs for the chickens, he'd come out there with me, and he'd just have this little waddle that he'd always do. It's so cute. And the day they got him, you know, I had no idea. I just got off the bus from coming home from school. I walk in and or walk up to the porch, and I see mom and dad. They have something behind their back, and I'm like, what is it? I thought it was a toy at first, and I was like, okay, heck yeah. But then they put up this dog, and I was like, oh my gosh, he was so cute. I miss him every day. He got hit by my sister's ex-boyfriend, and it was really hard because I loved him so much. And yeah, but that's one of my favorite memories. Me getting my dog, my first dog. I don't know if I got any pictures of him, or else I'd show them to you guys. But yeah, that's my favorite memory. Next question: am I excited for school? No. And yes, I am excited because I get to see all my friends again, and I get to see my favorite teacher again, Mr. Lunsford, for his third class, and then I got the fourth class for him, and then I got one more, and then I can't go back to his class, which will be sad. But yeah, that's what I'm excited for, honestly. And you know, I also wanted to mention that you know, I mean, I don't want to mention nothing, but whoever's watching this, if it goes cool with me, hope I could see you there. You know. And what I'm not excited for is all the work that we got to do. Not ready for that. But yeah, there you go. Next question, my favorite person. I don't really have a favorite person, but it would definitely have to be my best friend Vincent, because he's always been there since we were like itty bitty, and I can't ever forget to leave him behind, and I never will, because family doesn't turn their backs on each other. So, yeah. And before we close this off, I would like to tell everybody, you know, thank you guys for being here, and thank you guys for sitting here and listening to me yak and yak and yak and yak and yak and yak. It means a lot, and I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for, you know, sitting here and joining me, and for the people that asked me the questions, thank you. Hopefully I answered them for you. Some of them may get cut out because this video probably a little long, so I need to definitely work on that, and might have to cut some out. But thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like or dislike, whatever, however you felt about it. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe. If you're not subscribed, I don't know how many times I can stress this. Subscribe. Press it right now. If you're sitting here watching this, take the few extra minutes just to take your phone and do this. Go whoop and like it, or just drag your mouse down. It takes literally 0.5 seconds to just click that subscribe button. Turn on the post notification so you know when I upload. And thank you guys so much for watching. And don't forget to check out my social media down below. Go click that down there and tell me what you think of, or you know, if you have any problems, any concerns, anything at all, or any constructive criticism or criticism in general. Go for it. Tell me it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace out.